The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. Played back in, another pass just keeps it to... And a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He has a... Can he finish? Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that's well seen too. Rafinha. And it's Hazard. De Bruyne. Santos finding their passes. Edmilson. Messi. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Kimmich. Now it's Kimmich. Now it's Messi. Rudiger cuts it out. Van Dijk. Santos looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And here's Hazard. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Brilliantly cut out. Passing nice and neat. De Bruyne! He's missed, but not by that far.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Played in by Roberto Carlos. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. De Bruyne. And Guardiola. Edmilson. Ronaldinho. That's a shade optimistic. Kimmich. Camavinga. And it's Hazard. Lewandowski touches it back. Lewandowski. Great chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he spark a counter here? Otto. Tries to pass it through. Messi has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Azar conjures time and space where few can. And it's De Bruyne. Very nicely done. And this is Lewandowski. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
Lewandowski! Messi strokes it back. And he's had a hit! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. This possibly the last play of the half. And this is De Bruyne. Now, who's going to be first to this? Gattuso. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, such a clever touch. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rafinha. Azar. De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Tele. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Otto wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance! They've scored!
Yes, guys.
They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Messi.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Looking tidy in possession here. Rafinha. Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for the run.
Ah, mano.
That is expertly dealt with. Azar. Now it's Lewandowski. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He slings it in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way
Agora se
through.
deu muito mal, meu parceiro.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Azar looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Messi. Rafinha. Rafinha, he is through. Goes for a shot!
Ah,
He's put it
é
down,
mentira.
and it is a penalty. And that really
É
is the
mentira.
last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Oh, great
Sacanagem,
save
cara.
by Dina.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Well, he's seen that. And a chance!
I think that's great defending. He just
Olha,
made
se eu
sure he was in the
conseguir,
right place to block it.
já
Maybe
era.
the keeper is very relieved.
Que bola, hein? Ih,
Spread
é
neatly.
sacanagem, mano.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to
Oh,
win this,
man.
Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Me arrepender. Vamos mudar.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
It's a good
Número
30,
11.
35 yards
Número
out,
5.
this.
Número 10. Entran número 9.
Falta todo
Número
mundo.
26. Número 7.
Aí esse
Se
que
está
vai fazer.
realizando un cambio.
É nóis. Agora vai todo mundo pra frente. Ela no híbrido, hein?
That is good alertness. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries a shot!
Ai,
Oh, that was nice, but oh, given away.
caraca, aí.
That tackle was certainly sturdy. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ah, mentira que ele fez
Cut it
isso.
out.
Assim
Well, that
fácil.
might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a promising position. Now it's Azar. Knocks it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gavi does really well to win the ball there. That's tidy. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Empate com gosto de vitória, porque, pô, o que o maluco encebou de segurar a bola, mas tá bom.
Voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Eu também não soube impor meu jogo, consegui.
What are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over
Bem que o time, 3 jogadores, pô, expulso, né? Agora eu vou voltar pro time certo. A alteração vai ser o Gattuso, né? Foi expulso também. Deixa o Edmilson. Deixa o Edmilson. Ele é mais lento, eu acho o jeito dele mais lento de jogar, mas vamos lá, vamos ver, vamos ver.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Well, nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Probing pass. He has a look up, and Gullit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ele deu chute ali que nem eu.
And it's hoisted clear. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Sal barato, hein?
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lance is wide and looking to get onto this.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Oh, é a Messi. Cara, Messi. Tá. Não, Messi, ela não Ronaldinho, mano. Pô, Messi, ela não Ronaldinho, Messi.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Pelé. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lam did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Ronaldinho. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Gullit. Oh, that's a key interception. Deftly away. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Gullit. And it's Lam.
Vamos deixar ele cruzar.
Has quite the
Ele vai rodar até tentar a opção de cruzar.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to
get on the turn.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Se eu dominar, já era.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that has left him in a heap.
Okay.
Bale. And he's running through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Well played, he needed to get that right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Bale.
Pode dar carrinho
he's
desse,
enjoyed
ficar por
that.
isso
He
mesmo.
evidently loves the contest. Might be danger here. And he's done it!
Então,
Goal! Flamengo! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Flamengo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they
tá
have
na
here.
trave.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's hit the post!
Não foi falta, mano? Que isso, cara.
Lam. Edmilson. Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Já vi
Made
já.
into space.
Ah, nada
Well,
a
the
ver.
chip pass hasn't quite come off. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Foram indicados 2
Voltou
minutos de
Carlos
acréscimo.
is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get it through? Lam, a header! Good-looking ball. Messi. Dida. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 26.
Here we go again then.
Vai ser substituído
Well, I think
pelo
in these
jogador.
circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Bale. It's Bale! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vai ganhar tempo, né? Sabe que não vai pegar ali.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now, can they get him away? Vieira. For Messi. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the pass is intercepted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Just a whisker away.
Camisa 19.
Roberto Carlos.
Nada a
The
ver.
less said about that pass, the better. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely spread. Flamengo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Roberto Carlos. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substituído pelo jogador.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Substituição em andamento.
Lam tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Up he goes! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Flamengo find a position of real strength now. And it's been played through, well read, and the danger is averted. Schmeichel is there to clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter. But this will make a nice change.
Gravando assim.
5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Bale. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Time and again, they are repelled. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! He has done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Davids. That's been cut out, well played.
Gol sem ser do Cole.
Edmilson. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Edmilson, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And that's going to be a booking.
Gol do Cole, na verdade, sem ser de cabeça. Aí joga muito mal.
And here's Beckham. Opts to play it back. Out towards the flank. Played in. Oh, what a climb! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps.
Poxa, nem testei o meu. Aquele que eu peguei com 2 giros de 100. Olhando um macetinho, então. Nem testei.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just goes on and on with boundless energy.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Messi. He's found a chance!
Eu ainda passei.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to
Eu
ensure
gosto
he
do
didn't
Gattuso,
stray
mas sei
offside.
lá. Às vezes ele dá uma bugada.
Paris Saint-Germain with the
Vou ter que
corner.
mexer na ficha
There
dele.
first. Can he finish? Oh no, this does not look good.
Tão fácil assim.
Schneider with the cross. Stood up well to
Aí.
him there. Looking for a runner. And now the breakaway.
Passa, Roberto.
Full it. Isco.
Aí não, né? Aí também. Gattuso.
And it's Gullit. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that's fabulous.
Peguei.
Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! That's another chance.
Meu
It's a
goleiro.
loose ball.
Calma.
Takes the shot.
Entrei na frente,
He's
lógico.
got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Searching pass he's played there. It's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an
Boa, gato.
apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't
Ah,
seem to be
gato.
enough on the task. Peter.
Boa, gato.
And he's picked it up out wide. Roberto Carlos.
Não foi falta?
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Messi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Gullit. Messi, and he's made sure that's not getting through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Schneider. Bebeto. Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
Ah, mete essa não. Jogada de
And now a sudden chance to counter.
penões.
And this is Pele.
Olha, é o
He's
Pelé,
found
meu.
the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Bebeto. And this is Bojan. And Bojan!
Ele tá causando mais perigo que eu,
Really
mano.
is nothing.
Yeah, he may have
Chutou.
snatched at that a bit, even though it was
Boa,
quite
yeah.
close.
Ronaldinho goes steaming. Oh, that's
Não entendi que
ambitious.
foi nada. Ai, caralho.
Oh, they could break here. Still goalless at the moment.
Entrei sem querer no...
Vieira shows great strength. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee
Entrei
is
sem
letting
querer
go.
no... Caraca, gato.
It's a good foot in there. Now it's Ronaldinho. That pass isn't the best. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Gullit.
Oh, really well played.
Gullit! There it is!
Ele marcou errado.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable class.
E errar contra o Gullit é
Look, if you want
fatal.
to be effective on the break, then the key
2
element
pontinhos
is
só. Tá
always
explicado
pace.
porque
That's what
que
really rips
tá
defenses
demorando a
apart,
responder os
and it's
comandos.
difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ali ele teria bloqueado, mas ele deu mole. Fez sorte. Botou ofensivo já, não vai nem tentar.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Messi.
É nóis, Pelé.
Now it's Gullit. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, the ball's come loose. And he shoots!
Sabia que ele ia enrolar.
Yes, it's there!
Tava indo pra cima do goleiro dele,
A
pô.
quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Pelo menos ganhamos, mas, pô, é chatão quando os caras saem. Estranho. Não tô mais pegando nada no... Não, favorito o quê? Contrato aleatório. Falta o contrato aleatório para finalizar, ó. Calma, volta. Pô, pontuei, depois eu faço. Tem aí também, ó. Algo que investiu no Messi, com certeza, gastou um dinheiro. Levou o Clift de brinde, também, pô, regaça, né? Já tinha um Gullit, embaçado o time dele. Se o Oliver Kahn dele tiver incorporado hoje, eu tô ferrado.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, but certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Oh, no.
It's Ronaldinho!
Olha que ele sobrou.
It's loose, and there's
Vamos, pé, vamos dar um jeito nele, bora.
Roberto Carlos.
Sorte
That looks a good cross. That's a decent clearance. Can he get on the end of this? Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Direto ele não vai bater, não é possível.
Keeper's not concerned by that.
Messi will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
White. Here's Roberto Carlos. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Você preferiu não deixar a falta, deixou o vôlei de chutar.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better
Tivesse
then.
ficado com a
Maybe his
falta.
positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Sao Paulo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foot in. Now, can they get him away? Who played through for the wide man. And that's a big chance! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking
Dava
at its
não.
finest.
É
Real
diante.
cut and thrust.
Número 21.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ronaldinho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Que bola,
That's a
hein?
good ball. And Hullet!
Que bola, hein?
Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
White. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. Now, can he find a
Pênalti.
finish?
Penalty.
Whistle's gone,
Penalty.
and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. That is some save from Khan. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Messi. And he shoots! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Hullet. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, just
Não
like a
botou
decent
curva, né?
finish.
Essa é
Well,
bom.
there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Yeah, can so
Yeah,
cleverly
yeah.
bypass the press. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Messi. It's out for a goal kick.
Tem jogo, hein, mano. Teu time é forte. Aí que tem jogo.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he spark a counter here? Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Pelé. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chu gets it clear.
Ah,
And now they can spring out of defence.
Aqui já matou a jogada já.
In with the challenge. And he's managed to get free. Well, played right into his path. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. So what can they make of this? Messi. Howson does well to get it back. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
And he's there to make the
compensación.
challenge. And it's Gullit. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's played into the area. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Bateu no gol, hein? Já fiz um dali já, hein?
He's being told in no uncertain terms
forte.
that this will be a decent effort as the first half
Dedo
draws to a
pesado.
close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Señoras y señores,
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply
Boa
more.
sorte, mano.
And we're already back up and running after half-time. Back into the middle. Crosses it in. He gets big. Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
A ideia de colocar o Gullit ali, para ele dominar o meio de campo, foi ótima, mas ele não tá conseguindo jogar. Aí. Ali é Messi, cara Messi.
Can he get there?
Cara Messi, cara
And the
Messi, cara
counter is
Messi.
on.
Cara Messi, cara Messi.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chu gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff. And it's Gullit. And this is... He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Probing pass. Messi. And Messi! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Cruyff.
Tá sozinho.
Sao Paulo ran themselves into the
Agora,
proverbial
mano.
cul-de-sac there.
Agora segura.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nossa.
Oh,
Que
well
isso.
played. He's taken that really
Cirúrgico.
cleanly.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Pull it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Meio de
Good
chutar,
try
mano.
cutting inside here.
Cirúrgico.
Well, they can break here. And that has left him in a heap. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a dangerous ball. Chance!
Tá bom, bota logo a tampa, né?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here.
Ui!
Pele proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Thuram. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Já tinha, não tinha não?
He has shown him a yellow card. Ronaldinho is behind this
Tá, vou
one.
controlar um pouquinho mais o dedo.
Ronaldinho!
Controlar um pouquinho mais o dedo. Passou logo onde o jogador dele não pulou.
Something. A finish of true class. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, that was wonderful in
Verdade,
every
o Messi
regard.
pega.
Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Nem vale a pena aí. Não quis cruzar,
Voltou.
mas deu
He's
mole,
being
hein?
urged to shoot. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking to play him in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers Trife!
Se está realizando un cambio.
Mas ele tá acabado já. Eu vou ter o Costa pra isso. Vou precisar do Ronaldinho.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, look at the space here.
Não, ainda bem não, né?
Ferdinand.
Oh.
He has found the way through.
Nossa, perdi. Sério?
Jordan Henderson.
E é nóis, hein?
Defending was
Saudade.
strong and firm. And here's Messi. That's good running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through, and he was quick to react. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Señoras y señores.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Pronto, agora todo mundo tem o novo Messi. Impossível ser 4-3-3 aquilo ali. Ali pra mim é 7-1-2.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Ué? Sério?
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping.
Takes a shot! Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good foot in there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space.
Pode ir.
Floated through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now it's Hullet. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the...
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Wow.
Plenty to... And the shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And Atletico Paranaense take the lead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Bullish header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ronaldinho. Backward it goes.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of...
Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Atletico Paranaense are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ronaldinho has got himself a free kick. Saliba gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that has sent him sprawling. And now they can spring out of defence.
And
that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
"15 minutes till half-time. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gattuso. Oh, good-looking ball. Pele stood up well to him there. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. And it's Vieira. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Shevchenko is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Messi. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's on it. Can he get away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? The message is clear. None shall pass. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Pele. Gattuso gives no quarter whatsoever. Vieira. And it's Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. Gattuso. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Out towards the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get it through? Yeah, a picture of focus and alertness. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Ronaldinho. Pull it. And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ronaldinho. It's a searching pass. Oh, important interception. So what can they make of this? And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away. Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Shevchenko gets into some space. Look at... And Messi! And that's been won straight back. This time, surely! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vieira, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ambitious ball here. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. Messi. Pele. Looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's come loose. He's a sharp little ball here.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a deep far post.
Racing over the bar. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 20, Neymar. Teremos
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Can he get on the end of this? Played back in, and he was alert to it.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Gattuso looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 21.
To further improve their position of comfort.
Camisa 15. Substituição.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And yes, it's him again. 3-0 and Messi! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Foi lá.
And he's going to have
Tinha
his name
sido lá.
taken.
Está bom.
So what can they conjure from this one? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion. And he can't get it over the wall.
Deu mal.
They want to be quick to recover this.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Shot, it's Neymar! And it's there! It is no contest, it is a landslide. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's surging through
Foram indicados 4 minutos
into
de
a minimum
acréscimo.
of 4 minutes additional time. Davids, that's a lovely, neat pass.
Aí também não, né?
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Senhoras e senhores,
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team...
Porra, assim, tá sacanagem, né?
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram.
No,
as good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And pull it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Only partially clear.
É nóis.
What a throw in. Pele. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marquinhos. Rivaldo.
Vai perder a bola aí de bobeira, hein,
squeezing the play. Zanetti. Vitinha. And he's had it nicked away.
Tá de
That's a
sacanagem,
foul.
sério.
Simple decision for the referee. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. Looking to play him in.
É.
And it's played in. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Gattuso. Roberto Carlos. And it's Gattuso. It's a pretty loose pass. Quarter of an hour played. No goals as yet.
Ah, que é mole. Tô mole.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a promising position. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Ah,
Nicely weighted ball. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's there to clear it. Gattuso has been caught there. It's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear
mas
opportunity.
essa bola
But
pode
it
ir,
had to
né?
be done.
He's having a good look here. Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? About as smooth as it gets. First blood drawn. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
So what can they make of this? Aimed beyond the defence.
Caraca, ele conseguiu
Well, I'm not
acompanhar
quite sure
certo.
he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Nossa, é sério mesmo, Ferdinand?
It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just
Pediu pra
read
tomar,
it.
né?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the finish!
Por que ele ameaçou chutar da primeira? Por que ele já deu algum
routine save?
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
E é nóis.
Zanetti getting this one clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shall pass school of defending. Ronaldinho. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to...
Got it! Now, who's going to be first to this? Fernando Torres.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Ronaldinho. Pele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Messi. And smartly reclaimed.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Thuram hurtling down that right flank. Vieira. Fernando Torres. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's a key interception. Pele. And this is Hullet. Can they get him away? Defending was strong and firm. And this is Messi. That is lovely. Vitinha. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Please be made aware that
yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Great defending, strong and determined.
Fica a perninha, Ronald.
That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ah, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rivaldo. Vitinha. Hullet. Disappointed with that. Vitinha. And it's Fernando Torres.
Ele pega.
I have to
Eu
say,
acho que ele
that was
pega.
an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rosicki running with the ball. And this is Torres. Torres! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Rijkaard. The referee's awarded a free
Que ele
kick.
deu,
This
mano?
is interesting. He has
Não,
already had his
não,
name taken
não,
once.
não, não.
The referee has resisted the
Isso,
temptation
que
to go
falta
to his
foi
pocket.
essa?
It's just a stern
Vamos ver.
lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter.
Ah.
And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Rivaldo is behind this one. Rivaldo! A hefty challenge, but... And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rivaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rivaldo plays it short. And it's Vitinha. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough
my
call to
God.
make now.
Big chance! Great chance! They've done it!
Botei a tampa, mano.
Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of
Pode ir,
authority,
pode
Peter,
ir.
why not push
Pode
on
voltar
and
lá.
totally kill this off?
Vou voltar.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
That has not gone well. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Bullet is being harried and
Que
hassled.
isso.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Que é nóis.
Check, gets it away.
Nice.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram. And this is Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Opa.
Vitinha. Fernando Torres touches it back. And it's Rijkaard. Messi. Thuram. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Vamos aí, rival.
Will not want to lose out
Vai,
here,
rival.
not against this. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Van Nistelrooy really
bateada
was
do
well
Roberto
marshalled
é-
there because he was denied the opportunity
E
to
essa
turn.
aqui? Vai que dá, Messi. Vai que dá, Messi. Vai que
It's
dá, Messi.
beautifully weighted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. He's had it taken off him. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. This looks promising. The final 5 minutes. Can he get it through? And the shot!
Se ele toca aqui era gol.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Vou dar
Fernando
o time um
Torres
pouquinho.
is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
Corner
7.
number 2 then.
Rivaldo. Number 6. Number 21.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Coming on the field, number 14, Hazard.
Looking for options for
Number
movement.
23,
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Number 18, Voltou.
And he's intervened well there.
Substitutions taking place.
He's picked his way through. Puskás!
Que pariu!
Superb from
Que
Puskás!
golaço!
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely feet. Oh, super ball. Bebeto wins the duel this time.
Não, não.
Has crossed into the middle. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven...
Não. Time do cara. Passado, hein? Time do cara é embaçado.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game, Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
And here's Ronaldinho. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's neat. And he's got the beating of his... And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to clear it. Vitinha simply refused to be outdone there. And he's cut it out. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira, good driving run. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ronaldinho!
Ronaldinho really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he was quick to react. And it's Ronaldinho. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking tidy in possession here. Some really good ball move. And a shot!
Oh, miss.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out a supply. Ronaldinho. And this is Hullet. Now then, the ball's come loose. Corinthians trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Tries to pass it through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Palmer. And he's picked out the run. Look at the space here. And a chance! Oh, good-looking ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Corinthians claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing. There's the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory!
Well, that's just changed both managers' team talks.
Esse dá pra dizer que foi falha.
A magnificent piece of play by the skipper to create a really buoyant atmosphere in his own dressing room now, and a very uncertain one in the other.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Se les solicita amablemente ponerse en contacto con miembros del personal.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
No, that's been intercepted. Gattuso. He has a look up. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Thuram. Gullit. Marquinhos tries to clear. Short changes him with that pass. And he's in on goal. It's Pele! Now, oh, what has happened here? Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pele. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
He's had a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho hurtling down that right flank. Palmer. And he's managed to get free. Palmer. Oh, cracking ball. Stood up well to him there. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That ball looks a good one. Face to face. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Corinthians have their third corner. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, has another go! And he's following up! And one more try!
Nem travou, né?
Goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Ah, mano, tá com essa ideia de primeira.
Now it's Ronaldinho. 75 minutes played. And here's Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Gullit. Conte. And here's Gullit. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. He's picked his way through. Trossard. Oh, what a climb! Outstanding save to keep that out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Haha, não foi. Que isso.
It's a sharp pass. That looks a good ball through.
Que isso.
Pele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has been cut short. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well measured. Roberto Carlos. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. And now they can spring out of defence. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Goes for the shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, it's Van Basten. Aimed beyond the defence. Gullit picks it up out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Yeah, nice.
Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Madrid have their second corner now. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Still goalless at the moment. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Roberto Carlos. Roberto gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
De novo.
Deep cross. He can get that clear. It's a throw-in. And he was quick to react. And this is Gullit. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham. Pele. And here's Gullit. And it's Bellingham. No, he's just misjudged that one. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho.
Errado. No final.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Messi. Lahm. Bellingham. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He shifted it to the flank. Pele. There's the delivery. Terrific header. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Ronaldinho. And that's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. Quick look, then plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. It is a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Corner number 4 coming up here. Otto can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's clever. Might be danger here. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Hullet. Pelé, he's through here. And this is Ronaldinho. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And he's heaved it away. Gattuso. It's Roberto Carlos. Otto is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's picked it up out wide. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
It's been all left field, and while the supply has been decent, it's bringing no reward, so this needs a different approach.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Roberto Carlos. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Agora.
That has found him in acres of space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Takes aim and crosses. Can he stop it going? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Ronaldinho. He's a great chance! Sticks it away! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Almost an hour gone. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Caresses it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's gone loose. Vieira, a picture of focus and alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Pele.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Ambitious ball here. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ferdinand cuts it out. Now it's Ronaldinho. And the through ball. Odo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Odo going vertical.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking to play him in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ronaldinho has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número
Both sides
11.
then taking this chance
Número
to
5.
turn to their benches.
Número 10.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Número 9.
Well, there's
Número
plenty to
26.
like about.
Número 18. Se está realizando un
And
cambio.
that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Madrid have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to
Oh,
counter.
meu Deus.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Thuram gets over and intercepts. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. He might be in here. And Messi! It's there! 2 up and in charge. And things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Not the most accurate pass. Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back...
Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Pelé. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball swung in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ronaldinho. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pelé.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Scholes. And he lines up a cross.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Scholes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nicely aimed pass. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Crosses it in. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Quality ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's there to make the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scholes. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Guardiola. And here's Van Nistelrooy! That was probably asking just too much. Foot in. Knocks it into space. And he's picked out the run. Just eases him off the ball. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Paulette. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He can get that clear, and that was nowhere near his best. That looks a cracking ball. They're urging him to shoot, and he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ronaldinho. Now it's Scholes. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And he shot, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Xabi Alonso delivers. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ah, he's given real chance! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example.
Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And the finish! Has another go! Now, who's going to be first to this? So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's trying... Oh, what has happened here? Back in once more.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ronaldinho quietly revving up. And it's Messi. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ronaldinho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Time and again they are repelled. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Ronaldinho. That has found him in acres of space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Realizar un cambio.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Puskas tries to play it through. No, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Chance! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ibrahimovic has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Can he finish? Well, now in for the pieces. Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is through here. He's having a shot! No mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Palmeiras give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
He could be in here. Looking for options for movement. He's onside. Showing good feet. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Gullit was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Played out towards the right wing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Crunching tackle. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, what a ball! And a chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than
Indo muito bem até começa a travar, né? Indo muito bem até começa a travar.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting. And pull it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared without hesitation. Thuram tries making a foray down the right. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Great vision. And this is Messi. Crosses it in here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And it's Vitinha. And he shoots!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Oh, and he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, it's got out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Vasco da Gama have their second corner now. Oh, it's come loose. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! That's another chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Vasco da Gama take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side.
Climbs up big!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ronaldinho running with the ball. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé. And he's being shifted off it. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. And he's forced to go back. Over to the other side. Bergomi. Here's Vitinha. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Throw it. Crossed it again. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And it's Messi. He's tried one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third quarter of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And that has sent him... Oh, he's been caught. And the shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Vasco da Gama go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Ronaldinho, Messi. Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Tries to pass it through. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Ronaldinho goes short. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do...
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha, and it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Out towards the flank. Ronaldinho. Gattuso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Gattuso produces the perfect tackle there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Lovely, now then. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Hullet, in with the challenge. Could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? Hullet going face to face with his great rival. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. And it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice control. Just trying to hit the front line here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pull it. He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Chance, surely! It's in!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Just eases him off the ball.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Gattuso, good, strong midfield running here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That has not gone well.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now, this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Pelé. It's come to nothing.
Mano. Que isso, cara.
That is out of play.
Sostituzione per il Vasco da Gama. Numero 89, numero 7, numero 30, Messi, numero 10, Ronaldinho.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Davids. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Puskas.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Vasco da Gama clearly now in lead preservation mode. Pelé. Puskas. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half-minute.
Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They're up to 5 corners now. Zico with the short one. Now it's Zico. And this is Yaya Toure. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way.
Isso aí, encerrar a live. Depois tem mais. Se inscreve no canal, deixa o like aí. Tamo junto. Até a próxima. Valeu.